All right, guys, so we have yet another example of woke corporate America showing their true faces, showing the American people that they really are just political actors. Okay, that's what they are. They're political actors. Some of these companies seem to care less about actually making money and business than they do about woke virtue signaling, which for whatever reason they believe is going to make them money, right? But in this case, I don't think so. I think it might backfire, as Titleist blocks customers from personalizing golf balls with the phrase "Let's go, Brandon." Again, this shouldn't even be surprising at this point, guys, because like I said, when this whole "Let's go, Brandon" thing first happened, right? I was here when F Biden, right, became a thing. Okay, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a thing, right? F Biden, and then I was there when it evolved to "Let's go, Brandon." And again, I thought it was hilarious because I was like, the left, they're going to lose their mind over this phrase. And the reason why they're going to lose their mind is because everybody knows what it means, but it's not actually vulgar when you say it, right, on its face. Okay? And again, they're going to go crazy, right? So since then, right, when the left actually caught on outlets like CNN and MSDNC, we've seen them basically say that "Let's go, Brandon" is a threat on Joe Biden's life.
We have some new NBC News exclusive reporting on a dangerous way gun dealers are marketing their weapons, including violent threats against President Biden. One South Carolina gun dealer going as far as changing the inscription on the safety lever of its AR-15 rifle. Meanwhile, two other gun manufacturers are advertising AR-15 magazines with "Let's go, Brandon" stickers. That's a code phrase for a swearing insult at the president.
Okay, "Let's go, Brandon." "Let's go, Brandon" also apparently is like ISIS, right? According to some people on CNN. Okay, those are the type of things that we've seen CNN and the left-wing media say about "Let's go, Brandon" in an attempt to actually ban the phrase, right? Now you're seeing corporate America get in on the action as well too, trying to essentially censor this because they don't like people talking about their daddy, Joe Biden, right? That's what's happening here. So let's go ahead and get into this, because I wonder if Titleist is going to treat other phrases that are less vulgar than "Let's go, Brandon" with the same type of censorship. I just wonder, okay? I just wonder. So let's go ahead and read here. Customers attempting to print the popular anti-Biden chant "Let's go, Brandon" on Titleist golf balls were given an error message and told their orders could not be completed. Quote, so at Titleist has now banned the phrase "Let's go, Brandon" on their golf balls. Social media strategist Caleb Hill tweeted Thursday, adding that he had been able to print the phrase on golf balls in the past. A report from PJ Media also stated that "Let's go, Brandon" was not allowed on the golf balls. All right, so as you can see here, basically they're getting an error message when they try to go and print these golf balls. Okay, as you can see here, this is, I guess, the mock-up or whatever. When Fox News Digital attempted to personalize a Titleist Pro V1 ball on the company's website with the phrase "Let's go, Brandon," an error message said, "Sorry, one or more of the words you have chosen cannot be used. Please see our terms and conditions to learn more about what we will imprint." Again, "Let's go, Brandon." You can't put "Let's go, Brandon" on a golf ball. What if, you're putting it up there and your actual name is Brandon, right? Or you're trying to support somebody named Brandon. Or you're doing it for a charity event trying to support somebody named Brandon. Okay? Right? Like, this is just ridiculous, and it's silly, and it's childish. That's what it is. Because these companies have no backbone. They don't have a backbone. It's almost like they don't realize who their customers are, okay? You would think a company like this would realize that, there's a lot of Republicans that golf, right? There's a lot of conservatives that golf, okay? And they should be allowed to put a benign phrase like "Let's go, Brandon" on a golf ball. Again, this type of stuff, it irritates me because it's just woke virtue signaling. That's what it is. It kind of reminds me of when NASCAR basically came out last month and denounced "Let's go, Brandon," right? Basically saying, look, we don't approve of this phrase "Let's go, Brandon." And matter of fact, we're going to go after people who use our trademark with "Let's go, Brandon." Now, they did this after basically giving a full deep-throated endorsement of Black Lives Matter. But they come out here and they say, well, we're not officially endorsing it. It's just, one of our teams, okay, that drive the cars, they did that. We didn't do it, but they didn't denounce it, right? Even though Black Lives Matter was responsible for a whole lot of violence and destruction last year and political violence, okay? Actual violence they were responsible for. Nope, didn't denounce it. Didn't go out here and say that you was going to be enforcing your trademark on paraphernalia that uses your intellectual property with Black Lives Matter. Nope, didn't say that, okay? But when it came to Let's Go Brandon, they said that. Again, it's almost like these companies don't know who their customers are, or maybe they just don't like their customers. I think that's it. On the website, part of the terms and conditions reads, a Cushnet company reserves the right to reject orders for imprints on our products that may, in our sole discretion, be inconsistent with our company values or brand identity, including but not limited to logos, designs, and or personalizations that are negative in nature, advocate violence or illegal activities, or are slurs, hateful, threatening, libelous, defamatory, vulgar, obscene, or pornographic. Okay, I want you to remember that, guys. Remember that. In our sole discretion, right, we will reject imprints that might be inconsistent with our company values or brand identity, right? I just want you to remember that. Inconsistent with our company values. So they're telling you, let's go Brandon or AKA F Joe Biden, right? Saying that that's inconsistent with our values, okay? So again, by that logic, they went out of their way to block that. The things that they do allow seem to be consistent with their company values, right? So let's read a little bit more here. It is unclear which of those categories the phrase "Let's Go Brandon" violated. Again, in my opinion, none of them really, right? A Cushnet, the parent company of Titleist, did not immediately respond to a request for comment from Fox News. Certain political and vulgar messages that Fox News Digital tested on the website did not receive the same error message, including F Trump, ACAB, Antifa, kill cops, impeach Trump, and kill Trump. Wait. So F Trump is okay, right? That's consistent with their company values. ACAB, Antifa, apparently that's consistent with their company values, right? Kill cops, apparently consistent with their company values, right? They didn't go out there and ban it. Impeach Trump and kill Trump. Apparently those things are all consistent with their company values because they didn't ban it, right? You would think that they would be banning all these phrases, right? But they banned "Let's Go Brandon" instead. And I guarantee you they probably banned F Joe Biden, but not F Trump, even though F Trump has been a very popular phrase from the left, right? F Trump was all the rage on the left when Trump was in office. But now they're getting a little bit of taste of their own medicine, and in a way that really is not as vulgar as the left. Oh, all of a sudden we got to ban it, right? That might be hate speech. Again, this type of stuff is ridiculous, man. So you guys all know the story of Let's Go Brandon. You all know that. Memes, jokes, and comments immediately began to spread across the internet by Trump supporters, Biden critics, and those mocking NBC's coverage during the interview. The phrase has popped up on billboards and boats, apparel, a Republican congresswoman's dress, plane banners, and even mentioned by former President Trump, although he prefers the profane version of the chant. Yeah, so, at this point, guys, it's going to get to a point where conservatives are just going to have to build out their own stuff, right? They're going to have their own golf companies, right? Their own tech platforms, okay? Their own grocery stores, right? We're going to have our own schools, okay? We just got to have our own stuff, right? That's just what it comes down to. Because companies like Titleist, they don't want to be known for allowing this type of stuff on their products, right? On their golf balls and stuff like that, because they don't want backlash from the woke mob. But they're 100% fine with it if it's F Trump, F cops, anti-police stuff, whatever. They're cool with it because, in my opinion, according to them and their statements, right? Hey, those things align with their company values, right? Those things align with their company values. And again, my theory is that these companies are doing this because they believe that it improves their bottom line, right? Or put it this way, they avoid backlash that can hurt their bottom line. But ultimately, a lot of these companies are really just turning off their core customer base with all this woke virtue signaling, right? it's just better to stay out of it, right? And in a situation like that, you should just be neutral and be like, listen, this is what customers print on it. We ain't really got nothing to do with it. Take it up with the customer for whatever they print on the ball. That's what they actually should do. But nope, they can't help but have a political stance, right? They got to take a political stance. And them banning Let's Go Brandon, but allowing all this other stuff tells you what their political stance is. That's what it tells you. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.